What's up, y'all? It's your girl Queen P, and I am back with another video. And like I already told y'all, this month is subscribers appreciation month, so I'm doing every video idea that my subscribers asked me to do. So this is just a little token of my appreciation for y'all supporting my channel. So you already know by the title, the topic of the discussion, so we're gonna hop straight into the video. As a truck driver, like trying to have a serious relationship. So to me, I feel like this. I feel like it has to be mutual on both ends, you know, like both people have to be in it in the first place, you know what I'm saying? Or it's never going to work. So when I say that, it's kind of specific when I say for truck drivers, because it's hard to maintain a relationship as a truck driver. I feel like even men or women, you know what I'm saying? Because some people, it depends on what kind of lane they have. Like if you're over the road, you definitely need somebody who's like very supportive of what you're doing. If the person that stays home is complaining about, you know, you being home or you're not home enough or whatever, I feel like sometimes they should make that sacrifice to come on the road with you and see what it's like, you know, see what you have to deal with. The person that you decide to be with, they have to have compassion. They have to have, you know, a kind of form of understanding of what trucking life is like, you know. If they're not trying to understand that, it's going to be very hard. The relationship may not even work, and I feel like that's why it's very hard for truck drivers to, you know, sustain a relationship or even have a relationship, because some people require somebody to be with them 24/7, or, you know, they can't handle you being away for a little while. And honestly, like for me as a person, if you can't handle me being gone a day or maybe a day and a half or 2 days, I don't think you need to be with somebody like that anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because if you require that much attention to where, you know what I'm saying, you can't just hold on for a day and a half, even a day or 2 days, what kind of relationship do you have? And I'm not saying that someone that needs 24/7 attention is someone that, you know, doesn't deserve love, but for as a truck driver, I feel like it's never going to work, because you're always going to feel like I'm not there for you, or you can't just hold on for a minute until I get back. It's not like I'm going for months at a time, but truck drivers that do be gone for long periods of time, it's very important that you find somebody who understands this lifestyle. And that's all it comes down to, because if they do not understand trucking lifestyle, they're not going to work for you. So if you find the person for you, they will work with you. Like you guys will FaceTime, you know, you guys will do things like you're just not even apart. And I think that makes a great relationship, especially for a truck driver, because truckers go through a lot of things. It's important to have someone that will be there for you, someone that will give you space, because they know you need space in order to do your job. So it's important to just find that person that is for you. And I probably said that about 5 times since I've been rolling this video, and because it's very important. Truck drivers tend to be a target for people. And when I say a target, they automatically think we have this large amount of money to where, you know, we could just support their lifestyle. And that tends to lead to people who are really not there for you. They're just there for your money, you know. And hey, at the end of the day, they say people got together back in the day for money anyway. So I guess the new generation is the people that made it about love and, you know, support and all of that stuff. But I don't know, I just can't see myself being in a relationship just for money. It's just not for me. Is money great as a partnership? Absolutely. Both of y'all get money together, yes, but I feel like the foundation has to be someone who is supporting you and really cares about you. If you do not have that, you do not have a relationship. Some people might not even think coming on the semi truck is fun at all. It might be super boring to them, but I feel like you gotta compromise. You know, come and see what my life is like on the truck. See what I go through on a day-to-day basis, so you can have a better understanding of what I go through. If you're not willing to do that, well, you're just here to reap the benefits. To me, like, I want to know how you feel. I want to know what your day is like. You know, it's important to put the other person first sometimes. It's not always about what you want and what you like. So yeah, I think for truck drivers, it's very important for you to just find someone who will do it with you. That is the most lit feeling as a truck driver, to have somebody that you know for a fact when you pick up the phone, they're really interested in how your day is. What's it like? You know what I'm saying? Are you okay? Did you eat today? You know, those kind of things, like, it's important. Those little things matter to truck drivers. Y'all chime in and let me know. What do you think it is? How do you maintain a relationship over the road? Because I feel like people who are local, you really don't worry about that, right? You know, you go to work a regular, 10-hour, 12-hour day, even 14 hours. You go about your day and do your day, and then you go home and see your people every day. But for the people that's over the road, yeah, it's kind of hard because you be gone for a long time. But I feel like if you have the right person, there's nothing y'all can not conquer together. You can do everything when you have the right person. So if you're feeling like, it's very hard to maintain this relationship, or, you feel like it's one-sided, then that's what it is. It's no question about it. It's one-sided. When your inner self starts talking to you, you have to really listen to that person inside of you, not your heart, because your heart is just freaking retarded, okay? All of our hearts just be, just feeling stuff, but your mind tells you everything you need to know. If it don't feel right, it's not right. People need to learn what healthy space is, like being up under a person all the time. For me, because everyone is different. Everyone is not like me. Some people, it works well for them. They're together 24/7. I think that's a great relationship as well, but it got to be some healthy space somewhere in there. It can't just always be, oh, we're together all day, every day. I just don't think that's healthy. 9 times out of 10, there's always an insecurity in there somewhere. Somebody, feel like if they're not with that person 24/7, something else is going on. Or if I do step out and I'm not there, when I'm usually there, then it's an issue. I just feel like being together all the time just creates issues that probably are not even big enough to be issues, but they turn into issues because you're so used to, you're codependent now. That's what I'm trying to say, like you're codependent. So I feel like healthy space is great. So my intake on how to maintain a great relationship is FaceTime, talking, communicating. Communicating is a big thing, and a lot of people do not know how to communicate. That's shutting down, and just not speaking your mind is going to create an issue every time. So always communicate. It's the greatest thing in the world to, have your best friend and be able to communicate how you feel and let them know, like, hey, I don't, I want us to do more of this or more of that. You have to compromise in a relationship. So if you guys compromise and communicate, I know it's heaven. It got to be heaven. And it's just important for you guys to be best friends. You can't just go all day without talking to your person. You have to talk to them. Talk about things. It's so much stuff people can do in a relationship that they just choose not to do. So if you have that, it's not even worth it trying. Don't force yourself to be with someone, or force yourself to try to get to know someone. If they want to get to know you, they will allow you to get to know them, or it just will not be hard. If they don't want to hear you, don't make them hear you. It's other people in the world. I know it doesn't feel like it's that many good people in the world, because it's really not. It's a lot of people, because we talk about that all the time. When people talk about relationships, it's so many people in the world. Yes, but how many great people are in the world? How many rare people are in the world? It's very rare to have good people. So if you meet that person, you will do anything to keep it. So that's my little intake on how do you maintain a relationship, because it's really not that hard. If it's that hard, then it's not meant to be. People need to learn when to cut ties, and when to, no, like, okay, we got to make this work. Relationships are not peachy all the time, but it shouldn't be hard. And for a truck driver, I feel like you need someone who understands. That's another thing. I said that. So FaceTime, compromising, communication, understanding. You need understanding. Y'all know we need understanding, because at the drop of a dime, sometimes trucking just don't be what it is. Sometimes it might take a U-turn. I might not make it to the football game, or I might not make it home when I was supposed to. You just gotta have somebody who understands. I know it could be hard at times, but it all boils down to 2 people making it work. So do not force anything, but at the same time, I feel like those components make a great relationship for a truck driver. So y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think. But thank y'all so much for chiming in this video, and I hope I answered your question to my subscriber. And like I always tell y'all, I'll always bring y'all the best content, but I'll always be my what? I'll always be myself. Bye.